All right, we on.
All right. Hey, what's good? It's the motherfucking Fat Papi, Slim Papi. Or did I say that right?
Yeah.
Fat Papi,
Yeah, we've
Slim.
said this
I had
many
a
times.
bro. I be on autopilot sometimes. It's the Fat Papi, Slim Papi podcast. We in this bitch. You know who it is. We got Fat Pop. We got Slim Pop. The two pops you've been waiting for your whole damn life. Yeah, bitch, you. It is missing one single pop though. Medium pop. Don't know
Pussy
what he's
pop.
doing right now, but he's out there. He's out there in the world making people feel uncomfortable.
Pretty much. Infamy is the type of nigga to go up to a grown ass man and say, "Hey, how much of this ponytail do you think I could swallow?"
The answer
He'd be
is
holding
always
his own
wrong
ponytail.
because it's always more than what you think.
His answer is enough.
Yeah, he pretends to cough up a hairball.
It's not a hairball.
I don't have a gag reflex.
He said, "I fake it to make people feel better about themselves."
Shit.
Faking a gag reflex is nuts, but I appreciate it.
Faking a gag reflex and then giving a little wink. It's like, you know.
I did this one for you.
Do the little fucking, was it the alfalfa, the little ear wiggle while doing it?
That's when you wink and all of a sudden there's going to be a ding sound that goes off. That's godly right there.
Yes, sir. How you been, bro?
I've been good. Back from vacation.
He
Back
was
to
out
work,
there
but
trying
still
to
smelling
see.
like vacation.
Oh, shit. He was out there trying to see the animals, but the animals didn't want to see you.
You know, it's too fucking hot when African animals are hiding from the heat.
For real.
Like, that's a fucking joke. I don't have a joke here. But, like, I went to the zoo and, you don't mind, it's my first time going to the zoo. My son's first time going to the zoo. The lions were right up against the wall, getting every ounce of shade that they could, and they were just laid out, like not moving, not doing shit, laid the fuck out.
Mm-hmm.
The giraffes were right up on us, pause, because the tower is the only thing that gave shade. So they didn't give a fuck about being close to you. They're like, nigga, we are here and we are not moving.
When I went to the zoo, 2 giraffes were trying to fuck each other.
That's a wild fucking thing, man. Thank God there wasn't camcorders back then.
I mean, I had my phone out. I didn't stop the recording, which was fucking rough. I wasn't filming it, but I am also glad that particular visit like was the year before we had our kid. Like my kid didn't have to see that nasty shit going on. Because they was about it. One of them had their like black tongue out. I don't know if you know this, but giraffes got black tongues.
It's not always black.
I was just like, I didn't know like it looked so purple.
That's mad socio. You know you with the business when your tongue's out.
I don't know why. Well, okay, I know why. It's because fucking Sesame Street and all these other like kids shows, they always draw a giraffe with a pink tongue. So when you see like this weird bluish, purple, blackish bruised tongue, like it's been through life.
It has.
Like, bro, you was in Sacramento. What? You was been in a cage most of your life. Like, what have you been doing? When they be turning off the fucking the gates when it's lights out.
You don't want to know.
It's like,
that's
hey,
where he's got his purple spots.
We earn these spots.
You said, you see how my tongue is all the way purple? Actually, for each activity I do, I get one purple freckle on my tongue. I'm just a vet now.
For real. Have you seen giraffes fight?
Yeah, I have seen it on YouTube, which makes zero sense at all. It's like, yo, you want a concussion? I want a concussion. You want a
It for
concussion?
people that are listening right now, if you ever want a good laugh, just Google like a video of giraffes fighting because all they do is swing their necks around at each other. And it's nuts to watch.
They normally just end up like, I'm gonna use my head, the side of my head, and slam it against your like, I guess, shoulder, hip.
Hmm.
I don't know. Depends on what you think. Either which way, just like slamming their fucking heads and necks around. It's fucking. It's
Maybe that's why they got long ass necks. They've been swinging it for like millions of years to the point that like that shit was just getting stretched out.
somewhere
The
there's
one with the
some.
longest neck, that full 12-inch neck, 12-foot
Some
neck now.
you've said too much. You know, our fucking fan base. Somewhere there's somebody slinging some shit right now.
They got that neck game on lock.
He said, "You tell me all I gotta do is swing it for a long time. I got you."
Yeah.
But yeah,
So did you do anything else on your vacation?
um, not too much. We went to the Alamo. My son didn't really let me do all that. My son was kind of done and over with it, so we dipped. But at the bar, there was this bartender who he was a cool guy. You could tell that like he was probably like highly functioning autistic, and he took
Uh,
his job like beyond seriously to the point where you could tell like other people may not be fully enthused about what he's talking about, but it doesn't fucking matter to this guy. He's like, nigga, I'm talking about what I like and I love it
uh-huh.
type shit. And he made me a drink, right? And he was like, let me do a little something, showed me something. And it was a great drink. Then after that, I'm like, okay, well, it seems like you really care about what you're doing. He's like, I do. I'm like, don't allow me to make any more drink orders. You literally, when I come here, you just make me drinks, whatever you feel like making me. And this guy
Uh-huh.
made me some of the most amazing drinks I've ever had in my life.
Yeah, okay. Quick little, it's on topic, but it's not. I watched this show, right, on Netflix called Love on the Spectrum, and it's just about autistic people and like the high functioning and all that, how they are dating. And there's a few times where they'll show like someone where it's them at work, and every single one, like they is like happy as shit, no matter what they're doing at work. Like one was a bus driver, another one was like a coordinator for like NASCAR racing. Like it just seems like whatever they do, they just like really about what they do. They really take it seriously and they love every second of it.
Don't get
So
me
like
wrong.
when you
This,
told me that, I was like, oh yeah, like you say like high functioning autistic, it's like, yeah, homeboy loves what he does.
don't get me wrong. Like when he was doing other like mundane shit, like it didn't seem like he really enjoyed it. But whenever he got to really talk about anything that he really did, he enjoyed it.
What do you
This,
make you? What do you make you?
and he made me. One was a blood orange martini, blood orange margarita with 50-50 mezcal to tequila. Mezcal is really smoky and can almost be overbearing sometimes. But you added in regular tequila to give it a balance. Also hit it with a splash of ghost pepper bitters in a tahini rim. That shit was incredible.
That's crazy, bro. I was at a brewery yesterday and they had a beer that I guess had chili peppers uh as part of the recipe for this beer. And I was looking at him like that does not sound good to me at all. But if there's one person I know that would actually try that, it'd be you.
I don't think that sounds the best either, but if I'm making a beer batter, that's probably the first thing I'm reaching for.
Okay, yeah, I see that. For me, I'd probably go for the new Mountain Dew that came out in collaboration with the Hot Flaming Cheetos. But hey, man, do you?
Was that a plug? Was that a shameless plug? Hey man,
I don't
do
even
you?
think you could get it now. I think it's already gone.
I have no idea. I just remember everybody like, oh my god, this is like fucking big red soda.
Mhm.
I'm like, or they're like, this
I
tastes
don't
like
like
hot
Big Red.
tamales.
I hate
And I'm like,
hot tamales.
oh, oh,
I don't like
oh.
nothing cinnamon flavored, nothing spicy like that. Well, at least like growing up, I didn't like that. I've come around to more spicy shit now, but still, I'm a soda drinker and I'm like, I don't know if I want spicy soda. I'm drinking soda when I'm already having some like spicy ass wings. Like, nah, fuck that.
The great part about this drink is it had the smallest hint of spice. But if you ever had like a ghost pepper, the 3 seconds before the heat hits you, it's super citrusy. Like it's a really good pepper. Like the flavor is fucking great,
Hmm.
but it's just hot as fuck. And this guy just balanced it out really well. And I was like, that's amazing.
Now, let me ask you this: did it make you slutty? Was it
No,
too strong, too quick? Was it one of those dangerous drinks where you had too much of it and now you topless on the dance floor?
not that one, but there was one before. So Yaz was like, hey, look, we're starting out our night. It's a little later. She asked him, she's like, what's one of the strongest drinks you have? And he's like, actually, I think this is how we went ahead and I started ordering or told him just to make whatever. He's like, I could make you a Mai Tai. And I'm like, all right, well, I've had one in like Maui and shit. It was cool, whatever. I'll take it. I was like, I'll take one too. He comes out, I take a drink. I'm like, this is fucking amazing. And he's like, yeah, I make it off the original recipe, you know. If you ever go anywhere and somebody's trying to make you a Mai Tai and they pull out fucking grenadine or like lists off a fucking grocery list of other shit that they could put in it, he's like, don't drink that shit. That's just fucking nasty. Nothing like a classic Mai Tai. And I'm like, do you just talk to me for like 7 minutes?
Mhm.
Unwarranted. It's not like I was being rude or anything, but it's not like I was like, oh, wow, grenadine, you don't say.
But
I
at
was
the
like,
same
this guy.
at the same time, I feel like just in general, in my experience, I've come across people that like they don't care that I'm like introverted and that I'm kind of antisocial. They if they want to just talk because they're extroverted, they're just going to do it. You know.
I hate people like that. But this guy definitely wasn't that guy. But I was just like, you really give a fuck about what you're doing. And he's like, yeah, dude, this is my personal favorite. And he's like, this is the type of shit that I drink when I get home. Um,
I mean, if
the,
he wasn't really trying to talk about it, I mean, you could have just got your drink and said thank you and just like walked away, right?
well, I wasn't really trying to talk about it until I took a sip. And then I was like, all right, justified.
Mm-hmm.
Like everything you said. I think I was having some like queso, and Yaz was the whole entire spicy thing came in because Yaz was like, "Oh, I got a jalapeno. I almost kind of want to have jalapeno and then my shot of tequila."
Mm-hmm.
And the guy, he's like, "Oh, I overheard you." He's like, "You like spice?" He's like, "Well, check this out." That's when he busted out the ghost pepper bitters, and he's like, "Let me put two of that in there for you. If you don't like it, I'll get you a new one." Like those people treated us fucking great.
Tight. But that is a thing though, I had to learn at some point where there's just some times where it's like I may be passionate about something, but you gotta like read the other person and seeing like are they like engaging too. And it's like if they're engaged, like keep talking, but if they seem like they ain't really trying to be rude, but they ain't really trying to engage like that, it's like, okay, I'll keep it
They're
simple and I'll end it right there.
they're not quite saying, "Wow, that's
Hmm.
crazy."
Exactly.
They're like one step nicer than that.
But too also like because I'm introverted, I listen more than I speak. So I'll nod my head. And even though I'm not like engaging and like, asking questions, sometimes I am kind of, you know, interested.
Yeah, this guy piqued my interest. After that, I was like fucking talking to this guy forever about drinks. He was making these really creamy, delicious drinks. And he was doing that by using this simple syrup, but instead of water, they use coconut milk, or not coconut milk, almond milk. So almond milk has no dairy in it, obviously whatsoever, but it still gives that rich, creamy taste. Because who the fuck
It's
really
from
wants
all the nut.
pause? It's like, who the fuck wants dairy in their alcohol? But this dude made me an orange creamsicle drink, especially when it's fucking high ass humidity outside. You walk around for 5 seconds, your fucking shirt is damn near sticking to you. Like it was one of the best things I've ever had.
Tight. So you spent most of your time just drinking and not seeing animals.
No, everything I wanted to do was pretty much prevented by the heat.
Hmm.
We went out at like 10 o'clock at night to go try to like look around, and it was too hot.
I didn't even think that that was a thing for Texas. Like shit closed down because it's too hot. Now it makes me wonder if I ever went somewhere that's like hella hot, like I don't know, Arizona hot. Like, does that mean nothing's going on over there
No,
ever?
shit was open, but I just couldn't physically walk there.
Uh,
I'm I'm like, yo, I can't like walk down this river walk and do all this shit. This is just way too fucking hot.
you should have been. You should have been like one of those like people that had the little misting fan
I
all
bought
day.
one
Just
at the zoo. Doesn't fucking work when the humidity's that high. It's like, oh, you're trying to combat our hot, moist air with cold, moist air. No, we'll meet you in the middle.
yeah, room
Warm,
temperature.
moist air.
Yeah.
Fuck. Oh my god, yeah.
Then you
I
then
spent
that sounds
$50
more
on
like a
this.
situation where you'd be sweating and it's like then just get the little church fan. Get that going.
For real. I'm out here with a church fan. I used to love them shits.
For
I would
real.
be bored as fuck at church, just fanning the fuck out of myself. Trying to...
I remember just going to like the state fair and all the different booths would be like giving them out. It'd be something stupid like, "Oh, this is a bank handing out fans." Like, all right, cool, free shit.
I'm gonna
I'll take
take that.
that and this melted Snickers bar, bite size.
But if we go to Dia de Familia and, the Sacramento Monarchs ask if you want an autograph, that's where we draw a line in the sand.
For real, facts.
That was probably the meanest shit I think I've ever done in my life. I still feel
Yeah,
bad.
yeah, you was kind of fucked up for that. I mean, even I got my signatures when I went to this special event where we went to go see a movie, but before that, some WNBA players came out and gave autographs and shit. I'm like, I have no idea who this player is, but they famous. You know, I don't know
Do you
how
still
famous.
have do you still
No,
have the autographs?
no, I wish I did, or else I'd name off the names right now. And they gave you like free shit. Like they didn't give it to you at the event. They mailed it to you like weeks later, but like there's other NBA stars that like signed their name on a poster, like some old throwbacks and shit. I don't know. It was tight. It was tight.
That is tight. I think I remember why I said no to the WNBA thing. So if you remember, we were there and we had to stand in line and we could go as many times as we wanted, but there was like a shooting contest.
Mm-hmm.
And once you made a certain amount of shots, you're able to get these prizes and whatever. So I knew if I hit one, well, actually, you came up with it. You're like, yo, you hit one 3-pointer a little deeper than a three, then you're good. You get a basketball and you're able to get an autograph. Otherwise, you can only shoot at each spot once, and you'll still end up having to shoot a deep shot. So we're trying that over and over again. And then guess who comes out to help me?
LeBron James.
No, one of the WNBA girls starts coming out to help me, right? She shoots that shit air. And I go grab the ball. She asks for the change. I'm like, there you go. Here's the change. Shoots that shit. Brick. Shoots, grabs the ball, comes back, gets a little shot in, and then I shoot the ball. Actually,
maybe she just had a very low percentage at the free throw.
Oh, it was. I shoot the ball. I actually make it. I'm just like, such an asshole. I'm like, oh.
Hey, bro. I bet you if Shaq did that, it'd be the same situation.
For real. All right. Let me get the ball. Pass the ball, Kobe.
I want to see, you know what I want to see in the NBA more? I want to see more of the like old school 2 hands on the ball, under swing, like just like you in like softball or something, just like throw it up in the air.
Oh, the grandma shot?
Yeah. That's what I want to see.
Nice.
I want to see someone who's like the Steph Curry at that shit. Just all the way from the half court, just making that shot.
Oh, fuck, man. You put me down a YouTube rabbit hole. I'm going to look up the best granny shots.
They're just like, you know, going at it. They make it all the way to the playoffs. The other team's just sweating. They're just like, bro, whatever you do, don't let number 32 plant his feet, because then it's over. Once you get that granny shot off, it is over.
Once you see the ball go in between his legs,
there's no guard in it.
You gonna reach in. You ain't gonna grab the right ball.
There's gonna be a lot different texture than what you're used to.
Other than that, I've been chilling, man. I've been trying to look into more video games to play. Still kind of I'm still very 50-50, but I had some fun times with Saints Row years and years ago before they went off the deep end. And now this time, me hearing that there's actual sliders to pretty much control how crazy or nuts you want the game to be.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, oh, do you want to be this silver powered, or do you want these people to be this strong and it take this much to do this or that? I'm like, all right, that's kind of cool.
Yeah, I mean, I'm still kind of on the fence about it too. But the thing is, for me, I look at it as this is the best time to be like chilling and not buying games, because you got all these YouTubers that be playing it anyways day one. And then you could just see, like, is it worth your time? And even if it is, and you're just like, oh, it looks dope, but I don't know if I want to spend $60 on this new game. It's like a game like Saints Row, I bet you within like 3 to 6 months it'll go on sale, and then cop it then.
Yeah, I'm interested in seeing what happens. Plus, I got the PlayStation Premium, so like, who knows? I might get a 4-hour preview.
One thing that I kind of similar to the whole Saints Row thing, I haven't looked into it too much, but I kind of want to look into Grand Theft Auto 5 RP, which stands for role playing. And
Seen those
you seen
videos.
that?
Yes, it's a big thing.
Oh
It's a
man.
huge fucking
Okay,
thing.
so I watched some streamers play it, and that shit gets deep, bro. Like for the people that are listening, it's just Grand Theft Auto 5 on PC, but they add this mod to where it's like you really are just role playing. You could be whatever you want. You could be just a cop all day, just like sitting in your car, and then you see someone doing 40 in a 25 zone, and then go after them and actually arrest them, take them to
Yeah.
jail.
I had this fucking kid that used to live here. It was my fiance's sister's ex-boyfriend's kid. Long fucking story. Either which way, he used to be all about watching those fucking cop videos. So I had such a stupid curation of cop Grand Theft Auto videos. It's like, oh, cop, brand new Lamborghini cop car. Lamborghini cop car pulls over Ferrari. Like, I'm just like, oh my God. And then you watch it, like, these dudes are 110% about it.
Oh yeah. Even T Grizzly, he be streaming it. He's really big on the Grand Theft Auto RP, and they be
Apparently, he
thugging,
makes
bro.
hella money off. He was saying some shit that he has made so much more money off of that than he ever did in his music career, which says a lot because that nigga did drop a hit.
For real. I just think that like for someone like T Grizzly, that's really he's not that your average like content creator. Like he's really like a rapper that came from, the struggle, and then like that's the type of shit that brings a totally different audience, you know? And I think that's what his niche is, and then people just fucking want to meet someone famous, so they want to fucking, watch him, be in the chat, hear, him talk shit back, go on the server, play with him. It's like, oh shit, I fucking play Grand Theft Auto with T Grizzly. Like this shit's dope. I've seen some other people be doing it too. Some other rappers and shit.
Yeah, I know
Actually,
Danny Brown does it.
who?
I know Danny Brown does it.
Yep.
I know Logic does it, but that's kind of sad. Snoop Dogg is absolutely the worst at it.
Yeah.
Snoop Dogg has been notorious for leaving his stream on and like leaving for days on end.
Yeah, that shit's hilarious. That
But
happened recently.
he's still getting views and still getting money and shit. It's like, dog, them niggas are gonna be here. Whether I'm like, you know how stupid it is? These niggas went crazy, left hella comments, all the shit, trying to have him notice that his computer was still on.
People love that shit, man. I wouldn't be surprised if there was like a small community of people that was just making bets of like how long they think the stream's going to last until Snoop Dogg figures out like, oh, I need to turn this off.
You know, Snoop Dogg don't give a fuck. In his big ass house, he probably no. He could probably have this shit on full blast. He bought his house in like 1998. He probably has a huge ass house in California and just doesn't even notice shit. He's like, yo, I haven't even been to that side of my house in 2 weeks.
Yep. I don't know, man. I think Snoop Dogg should just have a 24/7 live stream, and just it should just not even with him on the stream, just like one good ass mic where you could just kind of hear shit going on in the background. I think people would still be paying money. It'd be bigger than the lo-fi fucking live stream.
Dog, it would be so crazy. How much you want to bet that people would be like, yo, you think that was a fart? Thank you. Yo, rewind 3 hours, 47 minutes. You think that was a fart or a cough?
For real. Yeah.
You think if Snoop Dogg farts that smoke comes out? I don't know. We need to see his ass in frame as he farts. So let's just
Get
keep on.
resin farts. Fucking terrible.
Fuck
Well,
it.
we got about like 8 minutes left, so I don't know. You try and get into this playlist.
Yeah, sure.
All right, man. Let me go through my motherfucking shit. See if I can find something. I don't know about you, but I've been on some like listening to some like hip hop shit lately. Like I'm infamy or something.
I've been listening to some too. I already got my songs. I guess I'll go first. So the song that I'm adding is actually by Reason, featuring The Game. It's a new song. It came out, I think, last Friday. It's called something in hydraulics, but just a super dope, as West Coast as can possibly be. It's called Impalas in Hydraulics.
I think I heard it. Yeah.
West Coasters can be nice synth, like everything that you'd familiarize yourself with as far as West Coast music.
All right. I think I'm gonna go with Highs and Lows with Chance the Rapper featuring Joey Badass. I think it's a really dope little sample that they got. Very simple, and I really enjoy the type of music video that they did because it kind of reminded me of the award show or award tour music video that Tribe Called Quest did. Kind of like just y'all just rapping and stuff and just chilling together. And the lyrics really hit home. I really fuck with it. I think that it was really well done, like technically, as a writing standpoint. But yeah, Highs and Lows by Chance the Rapper, Joey Badass.
Finally, hearing more from Chance the Rapper. It seems like after everybody said they hated I Love My Wife,
That's
like
so fucked up, bro. Imagine like you just like creating a
Hot Shower was trash.
I don't think I heard it.
He said, hot water, hot sauna, hot shower.
Mhm.
And then he's like, look at you. That's like complaining, paying 50 extra cents for barbecue, saucing on the niggas at McDonald's. I'm like,
Oh, okay. I think I remember this song. I think I try to put it like in the back of my subconscious, just trying to forget about it. No, I get it though. Like people going to complain, people going to like not like certain shit, and I feel like that's just the nature of rap. Like people always like the beginning stages of people's rap careers, and then there's always like a little bit of a fall off once they actually get money and start, getting their shit together and quote unquote living a happy life. And people just they want that struggle in them.
yeah, I really, really enjoyed.
I feel like that was part of the reason why people don't like Logic as much.
Logic completely changed up. And he'll admit, he's like, yeah, my other albums, they were fully influenced by other people.
Hmm.
He was saying that um, his Under Pressure album was so influenced by Good Kid, Mad City.
Hmm.
So he's like, really, you should have just called that fucking album Good Kid Under Pressure.
For real.
But then he changed it up and started, doing some of his own shit where I like some of it, but the majority of it is just no. Like Black
I,
Spider Man's a bop.
I mean, that kind of had "I Love My Wife" vibes in it too.
Yeah, it did.
No one said nothing about that. They was just mad that he kept on referencing his biracialness. They're like, look, you could love your wife, that's cool, but enough is enough, dog. Like you've said it like 5 different songs in the past 5 songs.
Yeah, I was gonna say, dude, this nigga has been bringing that black daddy, white mama. Mama hates my black skin, like all this shit, like literally like going off. But no, he changed it all up, and it seemed more deep and like thought provoking and shit like that before. And now he's rapping about being happy and playing video games. Sorry, I'm just not to that point in my life where I could relate.
Yeah. Well, either way, I understand where the complaints come from, but at the same time, like I'd rather them be in a good place and just creating shit because
Yep, Chance,
some
please
of these
drop.
other rappers, they've like Lil Xan, like I feel like people hated on him and then shit just kind of went downhill. And I don't want people to go down that route, you know?
I didn't even know he was. I didn't even know he made music. I thought he was just on TikTok. But Chance the Rapper, please, yes, make more music. You have it in you. Pause.
Yeah. Well, on that note, we're gonna wrap this up.
You have so much in you. Pause.
I can't add to this joke.
Everything is in you. Pause.
No, just 3 things. That's why he has the number 3 on his head.
You figure out what those things are.
And on the next episode, you could just comment below. But yeah, just check out the description down below. We got the socials, got other links for anywhere that you want to be streaming our episodes. And until then, we out.
Peace.